ACL Elite Finals. I would like to welcome both Buriram head coach along with the player and kick off this press conference by asking the coach to share his thoughts on the game and on the upcoming opponents. Coach.
Yeah, good morning everyone. It's a real honour to be here in Jeddah for the finals, so we're really looking forward to it. With regards to the game, it's a very big game for our football club. We're very excited to be here. We've overcome many hurdles to reach this stage of the competition, and we're here to compete. So we're looking forward to the game. We know it's going to be a big task for our football club, but we're ready to play and bring our football and really challenge our opponents in the next game.
Again, good morning. Obviously, for myself, it's good to be back again, and for the football club to be from Thailand to be in the quarterfinals 2 years in a row is a great achievement. And we're really looking forward to tomorrow's game to put in a good performance and hopefully go one step further.
عبد الله العوض جديد الرياضي. عايز اعرف طموح كابتن جاكسون مع فريق بطل تايلاند، طموحه في دوري ابطال اسيا النخبه، ويعني عايز يوصل لفين؟ هل جاي مجرد المشاركه فقط ام لتحقيق نتيجه ايجابيه لاول مره في تاريخ النادي؟ شكرا.
Yeah, 100% want to go as far as we can in the competition. Like I said, we've overcome many hurdles to get here, many big games. The last game against Melbourne City, enduring 100 minutes with 10 men, has enabled us to be here in the final series. So we're not here just to take part, we're here to compete. We know it's going to be a tough ask, of course. Every game at this level is very, very difficult. But we're certainly here to compete. We've had the privilege of watching our opponents live before we play. We know it's going to be a very, very tough game, but listen, we've got good players, we've got a good team, we've got a good spirit within that team. So yes, we're certainly here to go as far as we can.
Hi, keep on the AFC question for obviously you were here, as you mentioned, you were here last year, 1 year ago. What would you say is the difference between that team and this team now in terms of the composition of the squad, in terms of having that experience last year, having it this time around?
It's always hard to compare teams, but obviously if I have to, then I'd say we're a bit more mature this year. We have that experience from last year, and that'll help us tomorrow. But ultimately it's a new game tomorrow. We need to show it again what we can do. Like the coach said, we've gone through the group stage and the knockouts some really tough times, and we've come through, and that will really help us tomorrow. And we're just looking forward to the game. We know it'll be a tough game. A team from the UAE playing in Saudi Arabia. It's more they're more used to the climate, but we're fit boys and we're ready to perform.
مرة ثانية عبد الله العوض ديريكتور الرياضية، وسؤال يمكن بعيد شوية عن الناحية الفنية. عايز أعرف انطباع الكابتن عن الأجواء في جدة، وهل هو مرتاح نفسيا؟ هل عايز أعرف أكثر شيء أعجبه كمان في جدة لو قام بزيارة أو حاجة؟ شكرا.
Yeah, I think the thing what strikes me personally when having been my first time here at this competition is the magnitude of what the competition is. The stadium, the organisation, everything around is top class. We know I didn't expect anything less, but when you're here and you see that, the organisation, people here for the press conference as well, the stadium sizes and the facilities is fantastic. So that gives us a real excitement as a club to go and compete. And like I said, we want to stay in this competition. So we want to be here as long as we can. We want to see it out, and we really want to give a good account of ourselves, and not just enjoy the surroundings, but really utilise it and use it as a platform for us to elevate our performance as well.
Hi, obviously you say this is the first time here. Maybe aware what happened last year, where the West team dominated against the East teams, but as we saw yesterday, the level is more. The level of the gap is a bit closer this time around. Do you feel that these teams are on a higher level and closer, able to compete with the West this time around?
Yeah, I think looking at the game last night as well, it's what I've seen here, watched the games since I've arrived, and been some excellent games of football, really entertaining games. You can see the tactical elements of the games, but you can also see the individual flair of certain players as well. So all that together makes for a really good game of football. For us, we always look at our opponents, and there's no doubt that the opponents at this level is, individually and collectively very, very high. But we have high expectations of ourselves. We have a certain way of playing. We've introduced that since I arrived at the club as well, and that's growing all the time. Our discipline, our structure, combined with the individual qualities of our players as well, makes for us to be a dangerous team. But with no illusions, we have to be at the top of our game to compete with anybody at this level. And that's what we're preparing to do. Be on the top of our game, understand our opponents, but really be true to what we believe in and how we want to play. So that's what we're aiming to do. And if we do that, then we'll hopefully get another good game of football tomorrow, and we can have some success.
My question to Mr. Jackson. Tell us about your preparation for SHABAB ALAHLI and what you know about this team. Do you have any idea about the UAE football style? Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, part of our process in how we work for every game, for every opponent, is to analyse them in depth. Myself and my coaching team do that very well. We try and uncover every avenue of what the opponent will bring to the game and where we can exploit as well. Like I said, I had the privilege of watching the game here against Tractor, so we know they're a very, very good team, but we've certainly identified some areas where we feel we can exploit as well. We know they have dangerous players, particularly on the forward line as well. How they like to play, it's very clear to us that they have a certain structure in how they attack and where they want to attack. And like I said, also they've got that individual flair with the players as well. So yeah, we have a clear idea of how we can combat that and how we can implement our game on tomorrow's match as well. So without me going into too much detail for you there, that's just a little bit where I feel we can be successful.